Hello, survivors, and welcome to another Sunday Survival with Stretch. I am your friend and host, Stretch, welcoming you to another episode of Oxygen Not Included Murder, where we play on the hardest asteroid, hardest difficulty, with extra murder mods that make life difficult, and no rewinds or pauses. So welcome to another episode. Before we kick things off real quick, I would just like to call your attention to last episode, in which you'll remember that Ashkin nearly died because he contracted everlasting hunger and nearly starved to death when we were very low on food. And I'm going to pause real quick while I say this. So after I got done playing last week's episode, I went on to the Disease Expanded workshop discussion, the comments page, and I wrote to Pether, the modder, and I said, "Hey Pether, the Saturn critter trap has these hungerms which create the everlasting hunger, but because we don't have access to the experimental tree, we don't have a cure." And Pether was like, "Oh yeah, that's why I made a new cure." And I was like, "What?" So yes, friends, if we go into our apothecary here, notice that last time I looked at this, the sweet sap shot, which I knew is the main, like the normal cure for everlasting hunger in the base game. Well, Pether, of course, having a appropriate modder foresight, created this new sweet rad shot, which also cures hungerms. So I came in here, I looked at the sweet sap shot, and I did not notice that there was a sweet rad shot right here above it. And if I haven't said this before, let me say it now. Observation has never been one of my strong suits. So if you know that I have missed something that's like right there in front of my eyes and I'm just not seeing it, that is why. Have a very good abstract mind, but sometimes I can miss something that is sitting there right before my own physical eyes. So yes, the sweet rad shot is something that Pether put into the game so that when you're playing on the irradiated ocean asteroid, as we are, you have a cure that's available to you in the early game. So of course, the sweet rad shot, rather than requiring the resin, it requires enriched uranium, which of course is difficult to get in and of itself. Um, if you haven't teched up to the refining building necessary to make um, enriched uranium yourself, you would have to use these beta hives in order to get it. Yeah, I've never yet dealt with beta hives and the creation of enriched uranium, so not very familiar with that, but there is that option here in the early game with the way Pether has designed Diseases Restored. Yeah, he also explained that he made the hungerms so that they die in cold in order to naturally make them die off in these areas, so that on the irradiated ocean you really only have to deal with the hungerms when you begin to try to cultivate your Saturn critter traps in order to make a trap farm in order to more efficiently produce hydrogen. So, little update, and to catch you guys up for speed, I'm disappointed with myself for not even, like, it didn't even cross my mind that, hey, maybe the modder who changed this also realized that you would need a cure after the changes, and he put one in. And for some reason, that just went clear out of my head. So props to Pether for being intelligent enough to think of it, and criticism to me for not. All right, that being said, friends, let's go ahead and continue with today's episode. So you might also recall that when we left off last week, we knew that the next thing we need to do is get our rock crusher active, because we need to refine aluminum in order to get probably 250 kilograms of uh, refined aluminum. I'm sorry, guys. My mind. You know how it goes. And we need the rock crusher to do this, because in the early game, you can only get your refined metals from the rock crusher, because we have not even teched up to our metal refinery yet. So basically, we just need to decide where we are going to put this bad boy. I think I would actually like to put it right here. If I do put it right here, what is the decor range? Oops. Sorry, friends. Always forget that I have to change the function button. There we go. Now I can use F8 to actually see our decor. If I were to put it right there, where is the limit? Okay, excellent. So Mirthleaf will provide decor right there. I like that. Let's prioritize that for sweeping. And now that I want to turn the volume down a little bit, now I've got to switch it again. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our... Where to go? Here we go. We're going to put our rock crusher right here. We are going to have to build a little tile for him. And then we're also going to have to build at least one more tile here, because I've got to run a wire to him. So, actually, we're going to run the wire... Actually, I don't want to run it straight up there. Or do I? It would save on aluminum if I run it up here, rather than running another wire all the way over here. I'm just a little concerned about the decor effect if I build it right there. Yeah, decor is not very good around here, but we still have to plant our... Oh, wait. Darn it. Actually, we're going to dig up this mirth leaf and have it installed right there. And once that and our sinky here are placed, then we should have enough decor. So I will go ahead and run the wire up there. And that means we're going to need one more tile. Okay. Good. I'm liking the look of that. Steve is still digging down here to this area where we need to set up our hydrogen gas pump. Ooh, you know what I just realized? So I know that we are going to need about... And why are the little power letters here deciding to be vertical rather than horizontal? I am not sure. That might be a little bit of a bug. Maybe related to a mod. Mods have a way of tending to create little issues like that. We'll ignore it for now. We need, I believe, yes, 200 kilograms of aluminum for the smart battery, but then we also are going to need a little bit of automation wire. Each wire is 5 kilograms. Oh, no. Hold on. You know what I would like to have? I would like to have a gas sensor. Darn it. I would like to have this so that we could guarantee that the gas pump will only pump when there's hydrogen nearby. I don't think we're going to use it all up. Certainly not very fast, given how there's a lot of hydrogen down there, but I just would rather not risk in the future using it all up and then having to worry about maybe chlorine being pumped out and then into our hydrogen generators. That would be a big pain. I think we are going to speed things up a little because I believe we've given all of the pertinent orders. You know what? Just to hide a little more wire, let's also go ahead and have another tile built right there. And then for the heck of it, you know what? Why not even put a little corner molding right here? Oh, come on, it will be. The game doesn't think into the future. Oh, hey, look, here's another mirth leaf we can take advantage of. We're doing pretty well on food now, guys. We do have 65,000 calories, and already 17,000 of those have been turned into lice loaf, so that's encouraging. Now, Ellie, I believe her stress is being better managed. Yep, she now has high morale, and that is because we gave her a nice long 5-shift break, which gives her a +4 to morale. 5-shift break, +4, yes, that is correct. And you'll recall in the last episode, I realized that our decor mod was not set correctly, so it wasn't counting all of these mealwood plants and debris as negative decor, but I want to play that for the proper murder mod challenge, so that's why we put that in there. Could use a little more decor in our bathroom, but given how we need the space for the buildings, we would probably have to cut down that material, which would leave debris in there, and then all we could really put up is some crown molding, which wouldn't even give that much decor. Like, look at that. Yeah, we can get rid of most of the negative decor by replacing these outhouses with toilets, but of course we're not ready for that. I do have these set to auto harvest, right? Yes. Irrigation, that's fine. So now that we have Ellie with the long break, she is going to stay at a high morale, and, you know, as she sleeps and gets bonuses to stress from her interaction with other duplicants, she will continue to recover stress. We now have her below 60, and 60 is where bad things start happening, so as long as she keeps going down at a steady pace, we are happy with that. Oh, wait. There we go. Ashkin, good, has high on his priority list, getting rid of this polluted water. That is good. We want to see that being done away with. Trivaldo working on that gas sensor research. That is very good. I think I'm going to slow things down again now. I think what I'm going to do is when the rock crusher is built, I'm going to put it at a pretty high priority, say priority 8. And then I'm actually temporarily going to switch Steve to the operating job so that he prioritizes that, because we want him and Trivaldo together to continue generating power and working the rock crusher. We need the aluminum in order for Steve to be able to continue building our hydrogen center, so we might as well have him help out. Okay, I think we are probably going to need... Whoops, that is not what I wanted. We're probably going to need about 6 iterations of refining aluminum, because we're probably going to need about 300 refined aluminum. We get 50 times 6 is the 300 we need. Yeah, so the rock crusher takes your 100 kilograms of your metal ore and only gives you a 50% return on refined metal compared to the metal refinery, which is... Well, I guess maybe that's fine. I'm surprised that he went to operate that power center rather than the rock crusher, but if he were to go work the rock crusher while Trivaldo operated the research, that would take our power away so fast they wouldn't be able to work for very long. So I think it's fine that we let Steve do that for now. And in the meantime, let's just take a look over what's going on throughout the rest of our base. Ashkin is doing a pretty good job of working to get rid of that debris, but of course it is a slow process just because it takes a lot of trips to move a lot of that debris. But, oh wait, we do not have Ellie's stress under control? Why did her stress go up again? Not sure. We'll follow her around just while we're kind of overseeing the base. Good thing to know is that you can close out of your duplicant's menu and still have the follow cam on them, which of course gives them the, what's it called? It's like when they feel someone's center of attention. It's like, says they feel like someone's watching over them, which gives them a 5% stress reduction. Not a long-term effective way to keep your duplicant stress down, but to give them a little temporary help, it's pretty effective. Once we get our hydrogen power, I do want to set up a skill scrubber so that we have the opportunity to return Ellie to a more fewer skills, which will allow her to not need so much morale. So then we can reduce her shift. Now, one thing I would like to look at is the temperature of the salt water we have over here. After we get our power established, one of the next milestones I would look at accomplishing is establishing an electrolyzer. And that does make me think I also need to consider whether we have researched the electrolyzer. no, not yet. Electrolyzer's up here. So the next things we're going to have Travaldo researching are going to be our air systems upgrade, and we're also going to be approaching the point for sanitation upgrade and get us a proper bathroom going. So those are the things we're going to be looking at researching next. The electrolyzer, of course, converts water to, it's like 88% oxygen, 12% hydrogen. So for each gram of, for each kilogram of water electrolyzed, you get about 888 grams of oxygen and 112 grams of hydrogen, or 120 grams of hydrogen. Roughly, approximately. And that is how you provide oxygen for your base in the mid to late game. You can also get a little bit of hydrogen that you can feed into your hydrogen power system. I think it's possible if you make an extremely efficient electrolyzer system to run it solely off of the hydrogen that is produced from the water. I find that a little more complicated, so I'm willing to lose a little bit of energy just in order to make a heavier duty electrolyzer oxygen system. I usually like to set up 3 gas pumps, 2 to move the oxygen, 1 to move the hydrogen, and in order to be the most energy efficient, I think you should only use 2. But if the electrolyzer is running non-stop, it's producing 888 grams of oxygen per second, whereas the gas pump only moves, I believe, 500 grams of oxygen per second. If I have those numbers correct, maybe I'm off by 1 order of magnitude. Maybe it's maybe it's I'm just gonna stop talking. I think you guys get the gist of what I'm saying. And I don't want to give some incorrect figures and really throw anyone off. Okay. I set this to priority 4, when you get around to it, and they still haven't gotten around to it. Isn't that the way with all of our tasks in life? I am trying to, in my regular life, trying to be more effective and pursue some goals, and I've learned from very successful people that one thing they do is they schedule out their tasks, because if we just put something on our task list and think, oh, we're going to do it eventually, we usually don't, because we just think, oh, we're going to do it in the future. So scheduling, actually picking a time to do that task and doing it at that time, big help for actually getting stuff done. We are not as good as our little duplicates at always focusing on the next thing we have to do. So, in the midst of all this talk about plans for advancement, the other thing we will need to do, and it should be done sooner rather than later, is get a duplicate through our teleporter transmitter here to the flipped asteroid in order to build us a... Can't even see inside the base until we go through. So, yep, we are totally going in blind. Unfortunately, I'm very eager to start exploring the flipped asteroid. There's RNG involved with the development of the lava here at the top of the flipped asteroid. I am greatly hoping that our sulfur geyser is in a good position where we can drain the lava, or most of the lava, magma, into the vacuum of space in order to get to the sulfur vent that is in that magma zone. The sulfur vent is, of course, a infinite source of sulfur, which you need to feed the... I'm forgetting the name of the plants. While we're waiting for night to pass, let's just take a look at that. Refresh my mortal memory. Grub fruit plant. Yes, grub fruit plants eat sulfur. So it is a challenge, and especially now since we are playing with higher with the maximum stress and morale levels, with great decor penalties, it can be very difficult to send a single duplicate through the transmitter to work by themselves, because they don't get any of those positive stress buffs like saw a friend, complimented, that sort of thing. And also, they have to go through and start building the rooms that provide the morale bonuses. And so the first couple cycles that they're in there, they're not getting their full morale. So it can really be a challenge keeping a single duplicate healthy when you send them through. The first thing you always have to do when you go through is go and build one of your mini pods here. And okay, limit 1 per planetoid. So yeah, since we already have our big printing pod, we're not able to build any mini pod here. But you have to build the mini pod because that gives you the opportunity to print duplicates directly into your new colony asteroid, which is extremely important. Because when you send your first duplicate... Oh, what the heck, guys? You all got food poisoning at the same time? My word. Now Ashkin has to make more. Why is this at 5 again? All right, well, 2 of you got food poisoning. You're going to use 2. I'll have him make 4. We'll just stay at 10. I love these animation glitches. That's too funny. But seriously, guys, how did you get all that food poisoning? Why is there food poisoning on the rock crusher? That not good. Disinfect that. Oh my gosh, what happened? What happened? How did all these food poisoning germs get here? Well, that explains it. Somehow it got on our... Shoot! The water is poisoned. The meal lice are poisoned. Shoot, 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 shoot. We are going to empty storage. Top priority. Oh, and Steve. What the heck? Somehow we got a real outbreak. We got a real outbreak. Okay, they're putting the polluted water in the right place. Tell me, our pools. Shoot! Okay. What must have happened was someone had food poisoning on them. They didn't wash their hands. Oh, you know what? I bet. See, we know that whenever Ashkin has to handle like the polluted water or the polluted dirt from the outhouses, he can get germs on him, and then like he probably went and touched this pitcher pump, so it got germy. The water got germy. Wait, Ellie, did you empty that? Nah, 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 nah. No making food with dirty contents. Oh, I can't pause. I can't. No, 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 no. Actually, that might be okay. Do not put. Do not use the germy food or water. Steve, why are you still covered in germs? Go wash. Dang. So yeah, that's what happened. Ashkin probably got germs on him. What is this little dot of water doing here? Then he went and used the pitcher pump, made it germy, so the water got germy, so the microbe musher got germy, so everything in the microbe musher got germy. Boom, this is how infections happen. Meal lice, 12 germs of food poisoning. Me. Holy crap. Holy crap. Now all of our food in here is infected. Holy frickin' crap. Urgh. But I think that's like all of our food. So I don't think we can just throw that away. Holy crap. Okay, well, this is demonstrating that further sanitation controls are essential, because this is very bad. I think what we need to do is we need to put one wash basin here, because whenever they deliver polluted water into here, they might run back through here instead of through the bathroom. So we need to have a place for them to wash here before they come into the rest of the base. But then we also need to have another sink, and it's gonna have to be right here, because if Ashkin comes and drops polluted dirt in here, we need him to wash. Well, we also need him to wash perhaps before going and getting more water over here. So Maybe we need even another sink. Maybe we're just going to put sinks everywhere. Now, the good thing about them is if they do not have any germs, they will not stop and wash their hands. So that's good. All right, we just got our gas element sensor done. However, I am kind of worried about getting these sinks up first. So I think this is where we are going to... I think this is what we're going to have them build first. And look, they already got done with... Check it out. We already have our 300 kilograms of aluminum. That is fantastic. Another big question that we're going to have to deal with is where on Earth are we going to build our power plants? There's not a whole lot of space down here with all of this water down here. Maybe if we put the gas pump here, we could kind of build them in here. Heavy watt wire, which I usually use to wire the power room, is extremely horrible decor. I wonder if at the beginning I might just want to use some refined wire instead of heavy watt. Wait, I have not researched refined wire yet. Oh, because this hard difficulty, murder difficulty, is slowing down my progression, I am not getting tech as quickly as I normally do, so it's throwing me off a little bit. Oh, shoot, seriously? Low resistance conductors, I've got to research 2 more things to get there? Well, look, we have to have our hydrogen generator itself, so duh. Alright, let's do that. And really, I'm happy for these to be set both ways because no matter which way they're going, I'd be happy for them to wash up if they have germs. If they don't have germs, they'll just naturally not wash up, so that is fine by me. Set those to priority 7, life support. Okay, guys, have you still not... the germs are... Disinfect that. You disinfected that. That's good. Good, 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 good. I'm so ticked about all these germs. Wait, it says only... Okay, well, the box itself has 180 germs, but the food items have more. And unfortunately, food poisoning grows within food. Ay, ay, ay. Shoot! And just when I was saying we were doing so good on food. So well on food. My grammar does not do so well. And why now are there a million germs on the wash basin? Why? And why is everyone covered in germs again? Well, Steve was covered in germs because he just came from dropping off some of that water. I think. I presume, since it's emptying right now, and he was the only one coming from that way. And now he's washing, so okay. I shouldn't be so hard on them. Fortunately, as you can see, even when the wash basin has germs on it, they get germs off by washing in it. Ain't that convenient? Fortunately, the germs die off on solids. That's a good thing. Ellie, you're still all stressed. Aw, I'm sorry. Our Ellie girl. Ah, she got soggy feet. Please tell me you mopped that up. Thank you. Do you have water yet? Yes, water. Yes, water. Now, just please don't somehow have a polluted water spill that goes into this here. That would be horrible. I'm worried about... A lot of this is about to decay anyways. Wait, there is polluted dirt here. Could that... Huh, it is polluted dirt that has 0 surface germs. I am impressed. Because that polluted dirt was some rotten food. So it would make perfect sense if it was covered in food poisoning. And apparently I did not tell him to disinfect this yet. That wasn't on the right tile. Has to be on that one. Hello? Disable disinfect. No, I wanted enabled. Why are you not disinfecting? Disinfect buildings. Why aren't you disinfecting? This is annoying. Very, very annoying. How many germs are on it? Why? Why? I think what I want to do... why isn't that allowing disinfect? That really irritates me. I do not get it. Well, I gotta keep producing food. It has to happen one way or another. I was just thinking maybe we could also work on renovating those farms, but I don't think that's gonna work. Let's get rid of all of that storage. But first, I need to tell Steve to keep digging. I would want to pause and work through that, but I can't pause. That's my commitment. Okay, gotta keep going. How are we gonna do this? Steve, how do you need to dig here? We need to cut a channel there. We need... First, Mr. Steve-O. I wonder if I should actually put a liquid lock here. I wonder, should I put a liquid lock here? Well, I'm thinking let's dig. Let's dig, Stretch. Do it. Do you want to put a liquid lock? Normally I would put an airlock, but we don't have power established. No, come back, Steve. I'm sorry. Okay, liquid lock. What would liquid lock require? How am I forgetting how to do a liquid lock? Shoot, that takes a lot of water, though. Actually, no, it only takes getting water right there. Let's go ahead and do it. And then I'll also put in a fail-safe airlock door. Oh look, I haven't even researched the airlock. And basically, remember, if I'm talking about airlock, what I actually mean, well, except I just incorrectly used the word, but what I'm talking about, if I can find it, is the mod that I use for, right here, airlock door. That is on improved ventilation. Where is it? I don't see it. Am I blind? Is this my horrible observation skills again? Hello? Ah, it didn't take us to the right place. There it is, right here, improved ventilation. So this door right here, this is the modded item that basically seals airtight on each side, and when duplicates go through, it doesn't allow any gas to pass. You can see the little fan in there that represents it being able to pull air out of that chamber. I would, in my non-murder games, use that, but since this is murder difficulty, I don't have such a good power grid set up yet, so I think I want to go for the more old-school liquid lock. And for anyone who does not know what a liquid lock is, I am going to show you in un momento. Wait, I don't want that there. I want it right here. Oh, shoot! I paused. Guys, I'm sorry. I completely forgot about pausing. Okay, but basically what we do is we just use this bottle emptier to drop a little bit of water. Oh, you know what? I'm not even going to put it there. I am gonna put it... Actually, I can't put it there. I think I have to put it there. Okay, fine. We'll do that. So basically, we just need 1 drop of water on this tile right here. And that's because... you know how in oxygen not included dynamics, liquid and gas cannot occupy the same tile. So by having even just a little drop of water right there, this tile is considered to be filled with liquid. And so no gas can enter that tile. So basically all of our hydrogen will go only as far as this tile, and then it will be blocked right here. But our duplicants, because they can go through water tiles, will be able to get through, but the hydrogen will not. Now they will get, at a minimum, the wet feet debuff, stress debuff, which is why we are not going to add the water until later. First, we are going to continue building. And basically what I want to do is I want to put our gas chamber or our gas pump a little bit higher. That's why I dug back down here. Actually, come to think of it, I feel so dumb. I totally can build the liquid lock further in. Guys, we learn as we go. Hindsight is 20/20. Okay. Am I putting this on the right priority? No, I am not. Because it is supposed to be priority 7. Alright, so what we are actually gonna do... hold on, this should not be dug out for a liquid lock. No. Neither should this. Oh, wait. Did I already know why that wouldn't work? I hate it when I can't be decisive about stuff. What do we need to do here? We can do it if we do it here. And then we're going to dig down here. Then we're going to put a tile where the sand is to make sure there are no leaks. Steve, where are you, pal? I need you. Oh, I need to take him off of operating. No more operating for you, Steve. But thank you for your willingness. Okay, while Steve is working on that, let's come to this stack right here. 30... okay, hold on. Tell me again. Wait. Come here, Ashkin. I need information. Okay. No, not to someone who's immune to food poisoning. I need to know your limits. Food poisoning, 100. Okay. So, anything that has less than 100 germs on it is acceptable. So this is good. This is not good, so we need to compost that. Good, bad. Bad, good, bad. Bad, good, good. Shoot, I need to zoom out. Oh no, that doesn't really help. Bad. But in order to do that, we have to have a compost. Poop. It doesn't get any easier, does it, guys? Oy vey. I want to put it in here, in this controlled area. So let's go here, deconstruct. Then, of course, I mean, we don't really have to have good airflow there, do we? Then, of course, we're going to have to build a couple tiles. And please tell me we have our compost. Thank you. Thank you. You know what I just realized? What if someone gets out of here, has germy hands, comes down the ladder, and then wants to go, like, work, like, get water from over here? Possibly bad. I would have to, like, remove these tiles to stick a sink right there. But maybe it's better safe than sorry. We can see all the pain we are going through. Ooh, excuse me. We can see all the pain we're going through because we had one little outbreak of germs, so... perhaps we want to do that. Let's go ahead and do that. More work, doop-doops. The work never ends. Man, and can you believe we sing everybody's working for the weekend, but dupes don't even have a weekend. Every day is the same. Same schedule. No Sundays or holidays. Can you imagine? That would be sad. So basically, I need them to... Gosh, I think they... I don't know if it was the devs or someone else, but I think they changed... Didn't they change the image for Lice Loaf? I think it used to look different. Well, while we're at it, let's take another look on how things are going here. That looks good. Gonna use the corner build trick. Okay, we're making progress. After we build this tile here, then we will dig this one out, and then we're gonna have to replace this tile here, because that has to be solid. But yeah, that looks like it's gonna work well. Gas pump is gonna be right up here. In fact, we can go ahead and queue that up. What kind of rock is in here? Granite? We will go ahead and use granite then. Huzzah! We got our hydrogen. Hydrogen generator. You know what? I think I am okay with using just some regular heavy watt wire in order to avoid having to, or sorry, some conductive wire so that we can avoid using the heavy watt wire. Though then again, we could also use heavy watt conductive wire, which I believe does not have the morale penalty that heavy watt wire does. All that being said, I think I am going to have Travaldo research this now because I think it is going to be quite valuable. Come to think of it, no, we did get our basic power transformer, and we're not going to need the large power transformer until later, so. Okay. Yeah, the refined wires do not have the same... They do not have the same morale debuffs that that regular wires do. Heavy watt wires are the worst. Okay, let us put our compost right here. Oh, hey, I think since we marked some of those things for compost, our calorie indicator has already removed them from our total here. That is good, because I was like, eh. Let's move this as high as we can. Click. There we go. Compost, compost. Wait, I have to go into germ overlay. Zero surface germs, but they're rotten. Compost, 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 acceptable. I need them to remove those so I can see the ones that are farther down. I think there might be a mod that causes the item cards to like wrap so they're all on screen rather than going below it, but unfortunately I do not have it installed right now, so we are just going to have to deal with it for the time being. Yeah, Steve, I know you gotta work in the carbon dioxide, but don't worry, a better future is coming. Interesting how... Well, yeah, the reason the polluted oxygen is not pushing up is because Steve is not down here breathing the oxygen and pulling it away anymore. So, that's okay, though. Fortunately, these are awaiting filtration medium. However, oh, hey, since our shine bugs last time did purify... Oh my gosh! No, okay, there are still some hungerms down there. Okay. But yeah, they are dying off quite well, and that's probably a combination of the shine bug radiation passing through when they're around these edges and the cold, because it is quite cold down there. Yeah. Let's actually take a look at hungerms. What temperature do they die off at? -22. Okay, so this actually is not cold enough to kill them off. Has to be even colder. Like down here cold. Go, Ashkin, you can do it! Get rid of that debris! Woo! You know, Steve, I think I'm going to encourage you to make that a higher priority, because I kind of want those to be composted. I'm just not going to take them away while he is delivering something. Okay, now that that tile is there, what was the next thing we need to do? What I think I'll actually have them do next is dig up that bleach stone. I want to have them quickly remove it to the storage container over here. Okay, Ashkin is covered in germs. Let's see if this works. Good boy, Ashkin. Look at that. Beautiful. Germ containment right there. I'm going to have to take germ containment so seriously right now. What the heck? We're in the germ overlay. Look at how these things are appearing. I don't know, maybe that's because it doesn't have any water? What are you doing, Ashkin? Oh, okay, he's actually going to build it. Ah, good boy. Guess the priority 9 did it. Let's take a look at what duplicates are available for printing. Building, researching. Ooh, iron gut, immune to food poisoning. That's a nice characteristic from Stinky. Now, when we go through to the flipped asteroid, in order to activate these have to be activated by a researcher. And they require the field research skill, which is this one. So yeah, in time, we will get that for Travaldo. And yeah, fortunately, his morale should still be good, even with that. Alright, what's going on here? Doop doops. Steve is having a meal? Okay. But yeah, we still have him eating lice loaf, which is 1,700 calories, and they need 2,000 a day. So... hopefully you guys are not eating the infected stuff. Oh, you know what? Ashkin, he delivered the materials, but then Steve's got to actually build it. So once he's done eating, he should build it. Oh, you know another thing I wanted to look at? Funny how somehow I missed the fact that Sweet Radshot was here, but I did notice that Sun Lotion is here. I just didn't pay attention to what it takes to make. Interesting. Alleviates sunburn. Okay, interesting. I thought that this was like a preventative. Though, doctor administered sick only. Okay, so it is not a sun block. No, it is a sun treatment lotion. I still like that a lot. That's pretty cool. Aw, no database on sunburn. Why not? I think sunburn just gives a stress and like a penalty to attributes. You know what? When they have a chance, let's go ahead and add more floor tiles here. Only one, not two, because if they were to dig out both, they wouldn't be able to cross there until the tiles are built. We'll add the last one later. And I'm not worried about that being built. Anyways, what I was saying earlier was we can now set default back to everyone, now that these areas down here have been purified of hungerms. Don't want anyone to catch hungerms because I don't want to have to worry about getting refined uranium with which to make a sweet rad shot. Oh, and plus that takes sucrose, and we're not going to have sucrose until we get to the flipped asteroid, so we are not able to make it yet anyways. And now that that is ready, I'm going to put that up to 7, put this up to 7, because those both need sand. We'll speed things up because we're waiting on them to sleep. Okay, did that get built? Yay! Alright, how about we put it at level 8? Is he eating or disposing? He's eating. Interesting. Research complete. Ooh, did they just finish? No, that was the first one. They are still working on the second one. Yep, but Travolta's making great progress. That is excellent. Alright, let's speed up super fast, because all we have is the nighttime. Except, I might as well watch over Ellie, give her a little more stress reduction. I find it interesting that she's kind of hovering just around 60%. Though getting negative 25% per cycle with the sleeping and stress reduction, that'll help bring her stress down considerably. Oh, and hey, we can put another sink right here to prevent that other problem we were concerned with. Oh, that's how Ellie gets soggy feet. She goes into the lettuce farm. Doing it. And that's probably why her stress ends up going up. She has soggy feet for like a fifth of a day or something. I'm not looking in the right spot. Not furniture, medicine, wash basin. And then we can go ahead and deconstruct these just for the sake of the decor improvement. And she's going to dispose of that stuff. Excellent. Oh, I need to be back in germ view. Compost, compost, compost. Good. Good. I can't see any further. Oh, here we go. I can keep clicking, and then on the bottom right we can look. Ration box. Carbon dioxide. Okay, so I think that's going to be all of it. Polluted dirt, meal lice, composted. Yes. Okay, that is all of it. Okay, so once they get rid of all of the other things we've set for compost there, that will be fine. Oh, shucks. You know what I just realized, though, guys? Oh, poop. Poop, poop, poop. See, I just wanted them to get rid of that bad food material, but one thing I had to learn the hard way early on in my experience with the disease restored mod is the compost machine, it doesn't drop polluted dirt, it drops regular dirt, but the dirt is full of food poisoning germs, as you can see. If that dirty dirt is taken and put into a mealwood tile, oh shoot, look at all those food poisoning germs. That's not good. I do not like that. So, you know what I would like? I would like if for... airflow tile with deodorizer. So the problem we're now facing is once this compost is done, it's gonna emit a bunch of poisoned dirt. Oh, actually, look at how those germs are decreasing. Dirt is a solid, and so what happens with it in solid? Disinfected by solid. Hot diggity, the dirt will naturally disinfect itself. Thank goodness. We are going to leave that on a higher priority because it's going to need sand more often than its fellow air deodorizer brothers up here. Steve is a hard worker. He is always running around building stuff for us in order to make our asteroid a better place. But that doesn't mean he's better than our other dupes. They all contribute in their individual essential roles. I appreciate all of them. Oh shoot, we're running out of water. Me. We are running out of water sooner than I wanted. Did they already get rid of the bleach stone? Thank you, Ashkin. I appreciate that. Okay, so now we need to finish our liquid lock. How are we going to do this? We need to put tile, and then we need to dig here. And then for accessibility, we need to place ladder. Where do we want to put the ladder? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if we put it here, they'll be able to reach all of that. And then we have to build bottle emptier. Right here. Only need a little drop of water on this tile. Some is going to run over onto this tile. That's okay. If we really need to, we can always mop it up. What's the temperature of this salt water? That's okay. It is the salt water over here that's really going to be hot because as more gets emitted, it won't right now because eventually it's going to get overpressure. Huh. You know, I have never seen up until now. See how it says saltwater geyser HW32-5 times 1? I've never seen the HW32-5. I wonder if that actually has significance. What is this? Tranquil toe seed. Fascinating. Food has decayed. Understandable. Alright, so right now there should be only food stuff that is at acceptable levels of contamination. Yes, so we are now going to put it back in the box. I think the pinch of pepper nuts can decay, so I'll go ahead and approve that. Not important right now, though. I did research the spice grinder on the wiki since last episode, and I was hoping that maybe when you build the kitchen and then implement the spice grinder, you can use pinch of pepper nut in order to make some improved dishes. But I don't remember the exact recipes, but you had to have a lot of other ingredients. In fact, I think pinch a pepper nut was not even involved in any of them. Okay, we're actually going to have Steve continue building. Actually, you know what? Oh, you know what? Don't even have to worry about the warm temperature over here, because when the cold hydrogen starts coming up, it's going to help cool things down over here. So we are completely fine with that. Okay, let's think about what we need to do now. If I really am gonna use... Gosh, I wish I could pause the game! Wait! Refined wire is not even ready yet! Travaldo! What's going on? Get on the ball, kid! No one is sick, so that's fine. Now this... I don't think they're going to be picking up germs anywhere else. Well, I mean, we might as well leave it both ways. If someone's germy and running from either direction. Might as well have them wash. Oh, hooray. Our air purifier is working. That starvation was not because we're low on food. It was just because someone got to the end of the day and dropped under 1,000 calories. Which is not ideal, but acceptable. Pickled meal we do not make because it adds no caloric value and it is a grisly quality, -1 morale, as opposed to the lice loaf, which is neutral morale. The benefit of the pickled meal is it's very good when you're stocking up a spaceship for a space trip. So that your pilot can have food because the pickled meal lasts longer. And in past games, I've flown pickled meal to other asteroids via spaceships to support asteroids that weren't established with their own food production yet. So that's why we stick with the lice loaf. Tofu requires nosh beans, which I believe are not going to be appearing anywhere in our asteroid cluster for a long time. Though that would be nice. I do enjoy me some tofu. I know on its own it's pretty bland, but you can season it up quite nicely, and my favorite way to enjoy tofu is if it's pan-fried. If you get the outside of it nice and crispy with that soft, delicate, chewy center. Love me some fried tofu. That's delicious. We do have this pool of water here, and we have this water down here, which is a comfort. However, the problem is that is making our duplicates run farther for water, which is not good. Once we get the power established, I would really like to pump water from these areas into our main kitchen well here. And actually, come to think of it, since the germs aren't a concern anymore, we can actually just open this door again. Also need to remember, if we spot one of our shine bugs in here, we should try to quickly... Oh, you know what we could do? I'm glad I thought of this. We're going to create a signal switch. This is going to use up our aluminum, though. Okay, how about later, after... after we establish our power grid? Okay. I really need to focus on this. Stop being distracted, Stretch, and focus on what needs to happen. What needs to happen is we need... Okay, gas pipes have no decor, so we're going to use igneous rock. I need to focus on getting this gas pipe run. Still got to decide where the heck we're going to put our power plants. I'd like to build 2 hydrogen generators with a battery to start. They don't necessarily have to go where we put other power plants, but we still got to decide where they're going to go. I think I would actually like a power plant room to be like up here. You know what? I do want them to be up there because I would like them to be closer to our power consumers over here. I don't want to have to keep running wires long distances. We'll just run 1 wire down here in order to power our gas pump. So let's go ahead and have Steve continue building this. You know what? I would like there to be a ladder going up here. And it is going to go all the way up here. We're going to have to cut down our lovely trees. Well, the pips should help with replanting them, so that's not so terrible. Let's go ahead. We'll use this existing material for a floor. Let's go ahead and have Steve cut everything above it. And let's put a little door here because we'll ultimately make this a full energy room so that we can use the The power control station, which can allow whoever might be our mechanic in the future to tinker with the power plants, which increases their power output by, I believe, 50%. And that's a good thing. Now after that, how exactly are we going to build this here power station? Negative 15-day core. Come on, Travaldo. What are you doing, Travaldo? Why aren't you researching? I want you to be researching right now. We're not even going on fast difficulty, and I can't click on him. My apologies, Travaldo. You were supplying the supercomputer. My bad. Sure, why not go ahead and let that guy produce a harvest? He's only bringing down our decor. Okay, but what we are going to need is we are going to need an automation wire that comes down and I'm going to bring it all the way down here. I don't want to put it too close to the gas pump because I want to set it to say that as long as there's hydrogen present, the gas pump may pump. But if we run out of hydrogen, I would like the pump to turn off when the hydrogen runs out on this tile instead of on like this tile. Or even these two for safety's sake, because you know how the gases kind of intermingle when they meet each other. But one thing you need to know about oxygen not included buildings is they may interact with tiles they are not on. For example, I believe this gas pump, it's considered to be on its bottom left tile. So here, like this tile right here, it's considered to be located on this tile, but I believe it actually pulls gases from the 4 tiles that form across around that tile. If I recall correctly, I was reading about it like several months ago, but I believe this tile right here, it will pull gases from. So we need to know that that is filled with hydrogen, and so I'll add a couple tiles just for safety's sake. So as long as this area from top all the way down to here is filled with hydrogen, that satisfies me, and we will program this gas sensor so that it will then tell the gas pump to activate. And I also want to put did I not research it? There's like a little alarm. Maybe it has to be researched. Alarm? Is that not what it's called? It looks like a little megaphone. And oh, here it is. Notification systems. Dang it, I have to research this too. Man, they make us research everything in this game. This is what I wanted. Basically, I wanted... You can attach this to the gas sensor so that if it stops detecting hydrogen, we'll get a notification alerting us to the fact that there's no hydrogen on that tile, and that's a bad thing, because it means we're probably running out of hydrogen. Even though with 22 kilograms on here, boy, man, that's great. Okay, Mr. Beta Hive. Digesting. Wait, I don't want the Beta Hive. Saturn Critter Trap. There we go. I believe over a matter of time, like, you can't see it very well because the Beta Hive is in the way, but you can see how there's like that thing on top of the flowers. That's plant meat, and it doesn't show in the contents, but it is plant meat. And a duplicate could go down there and harvest it. Then we would be able to eat the plant meat, and then it would be ready, I believe, to capture another bee tiny and continue producing hydrogen. Like this one is currently producing hydrogen. Like if you go here and you watch this, it slowly ticks up. It just gained another 0.2 of a kilogram. So yeah, it slowly ticks up in hydrogen. And then once it gets to a certain amount, I think it might be 50, 60, I'm not remembering accurately. But once it gets to a certain amount, then it releases it into the surrounding atmosphere, where we will then be happy for it to float to the top for us to harvest. One problem with a duplicate going down there, however, is that it is negative 26 degrees. Pretty sure they can get frostbite from that. So I really don't want any duplicates to go down there, which is why I'm hoping, like other wild plants, it will just drop off in a matter of time. This one is supposed to be priority 8 as well. 51,000 calories, but it's all in meal ice, not lice loaf. Is no one cooking? Where are these priorities? Cooking, Ellie, farming on the same priority. Yeah, so basically because she's tending to the farms at the same time she's cooking, she isn't getting a lot of cook time in. Man, if we just could get our oxygen production up enough to support a 5th duplicant, I would really like to get a cook. Unfortunately, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wait a second. I thought we had 14. Did I count that correctly? 7 plus 2 is 9. No, I did not want to actually do that. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's double check the math. Okay. Where is Siri? Siri, I need you. I don't need Siri, I just need a calculator. Calculator app. Okay, so 625 milligrams. That is, no wait, that's carbon dioxide. Sorry, 31.3. So 31.3 times 15 equals 469.5 grams of oxygen per second. And each of them needs 100, so they're using 400 grams per second. So no, the oxyferns themselves are not going to be able to sustain a 5th colonist. Now, because we have this polluted oxygen that's being converted to oxygen, that might be able to make up the difference, but that makes me extremely uncomfortable with the margin for error. I do not want to risk that margin for error. If anything were to go wrong, we could be looking at suffocation. And you think starvation is bad? Suffocation is even worse. In starvation, duplicants may starve to death, but each time one does, that reduces the amount of food needed, which makes it easier for the rest of the surviving duplicants. Same principle for oxygen, of course. However, by the time someone suffocates to death, like, there's going to be extremely little oxygen in the base, and a lot of it, if not most of it, is going to be covered in other gases like carbon dioxide, chlorine, etc. So your duplicants are not even going to be able to run around the base getting stuff done, because they're always going to have to be going back to what little oxygen you have in order to breathe. And then when we have our Ellie unable to get water to the oxyferns in time, look, a bunch of them go offline. 5 are currently offline, and that's just not acceptable. What the heck is going on, guys? We need more manpower. Where is Ellie right now, and why is she... Oh, because this is... Oh! This is a farming errand. No, Ellie. No. You cannot worry about that. Ashkin is going to worry about that, because I believe that's also a farming or supplying. Ashkin supplying. He's just not very high on that. Okay, what kind of pathing is Ashkin using here? Look, he went down here to pick up Mealice. He comes up here to pick up Mealice. He goes back down there to pick up Mealice. Ashkin, what are you doing, dude? Well, we just hit our research goal. That's awesome. Me likey. All right, Travaldo, you're going to help with the cooking now, right? We really need help on cooking. Cooking, top priority. Boom. And he's not going to be researching anything for a hot minute, so that's fine. Ellie girl, need you. Ellie, we really, really, really need you to do this. What did we get? Red light, green light. Automated building. Huzzah. Fun stuff. All right, since I'm thinking of it, and I just increased priority on these, beware of priority creep. By which I mean things aren't getting done around the base, and so you start resorting to implementing higher and higher prioritizations to try to get stuff done. Then before you know it, everything's priority 7, 8, 9. If things aren't getting done, it means maybe you've got to think more strategically about where you're emphasizing your duplicate labor. Okay. As soon as Ellie gets done delivering that bleach stone... Oh, you know what? It would be nice if I moved our bleach stone supply right here, because that's a lot closer. We will go ahead and get ready to do that. All right. I hate all of these little notifications here, so I always click through them. Yeah, I can't remember which mod gives these long joint plates, but that's an option that we have to use. I've never used them. I usually don't have walls more than 1 tile thick. All right, conductive wire. Yes, there is... See, the regular wire has -5 decor. Conductive does not have that, and it can carry 2,000 watts instead of 1. Heavy watt wire, -50 decor. Mind you guys, that is per tile. And you run these across several tiles. So you get like hundreds negative decor from running this. The heavy watt conductive wire, on the other hand, -30 decor. But also the heavy watt wire, radius of 6 tiles. That's massive. Whereas heavy watt, only 4. So greatly reduces the negative decor penalty. Heavy watt can also go up to 50 kilowatts before it starts burning out. I have never gotten over the 20 kilowatts of heavy watt. But yeah. All right. Regular wire takes 25. Heavy watt takes 100. Okay. Someone get on the generator. All right. The germs went away when the oxygen was purified. That's awesome. Love it. We now have... Ah! We now have, like, no germs in here. That's awesome as well. Love it. That is fine. That is fine. Okay, where are we at now? You know what? I wonder... I am not going to select a gas right now because I want this to continue to be disabled by the automation grid, because if I set it to hydrogen now and then dug down to the hydrogen, as the hydrogen's coming up, it would activate the gas pump, but the hydrogen would not even be up here yet. Okay, let's think about what we need to do next. Next. Oh, shucks. Maybe I have to install a floor here if I'm going to be running wiring through there. It would be a good idea. Let's go ahead and do that. Steve, you can go ahead and work on that. Now, let's take a look at... Nope, not what I need. This is what I need. power plant can be up to 96 tiles with at 4 tiles high, and I recommend 4 tiles high because the power control center needs to be 4 tiles tall. It's 2 wide by 4 tall. So your power plant needs to be 4 tiles tall, and then you can build it then 24 tiles wide, and that gives you 96 square tiles. So let's measure. Oh, okay, yeah, this is a lot wider than we need it to be. So why don't we go ahead and prepare for this entire thing to be a power plant. However, we can leave this tree here for now until we need to adjust the space. So we will then build... oh, okay, perfect. That's a total of 4 tiles in height. This is technically going to be our ground floor, at least for a while. We could also build this way if we need to, just have to get rid of that salt water. And then what? This should do nicely at the beginning. I think we can leave this mirth leaf here for at the present. Mr. Smart Battery, what's your decor like? Negative 15, so also negative. Okay. Let's just go ahead and start building. Battery there. And then... oh, actually. If I want to build one here and one here about that mirth leaf, then we'll need to build... you know what? Let's build as compactly as possible. We'll just dig up the mirth leaf and then we can replant him. So hydrogen generator here. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3. Ah, that ceiling is too high. We might as well deal with that first. So let's put this here, but we're going to cancel this. And we are just going to build a ladder section right here. Because duplicants can only build as high as 4 tiles. So they will need a step stool in order to get to that 5th row. And then we need more tiles here. And then what we're going to need... now, another good thing to note is that automation wire... oh, I was about to say automation wire does not have any negative decor, but look at that. It does. I was wrong. So maybe I actually would want to spend a little extra aluminum and run the conductive wire down here. We'll go ahead and do that. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. Not enough materials. We need a little more aluminum. How much more, I'm not sure. Actually, we're going to need a considerable amount more because I do want to wire these 2 generators in the battery up with conductive wire. I really like that it has no decor penalties. And we need 25 per tile. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tiles minimum. That's 200. But then again, we also have to have it going to our transformers. So we're going to need at least a little more. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Can always have them make more. Oftentimes, I like to have maybe an area 2 tiles high for transformers. not of utmost importance, so I will let it go for the moment. Ultimately, we might have to upgrade to heavy watt wire once we start drawing wattage for the entire base that is over 2,000 watts. All right, we are officially out of water here. Steve is doing his Steve things as quickly as he can. Meanwhile, let's... Oh, hey. This has bleach stone, right? Yes, so we're going to copy the settings, plant them here, and then we are going to remove the bleach stone. And fortunately, since it's still in water, it does not emit chlorine. And then we can copy these settings and make it so that there are 2 storage locations for polluted dirt. Ellie, why? Why couldn't she have stood here and get the bleach stone? They can reach up to 2 tiles. Darn it, Ellie. Now you're all wet. Well, she only got soggy feet, fortunately, and I'm surprised because this looks like a pretty full tile. Where is it? Come on, don't move. Salt water. 1,000 kilograms. Yeah. Well, that's like a full tile of salt water. How did she not get sopping wet? Oh, probably because her bottom torso and upper torso have to be in water to get the sopping wet debuff. I'm gonna guess that. Why are you at priority 9? Oh, I put it at priority 9 because I wanted bleach stone to be moved immediately. That's why. I suppose that is okay. Chlorine is extremely useful, but I don't necessarily want it floating around the base. Alright, is there anything else we can be working on? Yes, there is one other thing, and that is continuing to install our gas pipe. We're gonna put it up to where the inlets will be. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot more of this. Why don't we just put it at 10? And do we still have Steve high on operating? No, we do not. But Travaldo, how's our food doing? Work errand. I think we can actually speed up because Steve has plenty of work to do. And once he's built all he can build, then he will go operate the aluminum machine. Now what we're going to do here don't really want to put that there yet because I want Steve to finish the other stuff first. I'm going to have Steve cut this aluminum just so it's on hand. Oh, check it out. Shinebug. Sanitizing the germs. Go, Shinebug, go. Shinebug is good, but even Shinebug is not able to eliminate 1.7 million germs in a heartbeat. We're also getting some surface radiation as well. Oh, shoot. You remember what I told you about germy dirt? Oh, huzzah! All of the germs died off in the solid. This is awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know if maybe food poisoning was adjusted to die in solid, because I remember, gosh, it was probably like 2 years ago or something. Maybe even more. But I was playing with Disease Restored. I composted some dirt, but it was still extremely filled with food poisoning. Then they went and fertilized the mealwood plants with it, and then all of them got food poisoning. So of course the meal lice they produced had food poisoning. So it was a disaster. But yeah, really happy to see that naturally the germs die off of there. That is very, very encouraging for us. Okay. So basically what we're going to do, Steve is just going to continue building ladder segments every other tile. Shoot! He has to get another skill. He needs super hard digging in order to cut through that abyssalite mining. Yeah. That's fine though, his morale will be sufficient, so, okay. And yeah, we're just gonna dig. I'll probably make it 2 tiles wide just to help with the flow of the hydrogen. But yeah, we'll just dig down, right down into this area. Though also, I would like to have him cut out these 2 tiles. How cold is it down there? It's cold. That is not good. Oh, Steve-O. But we have to do it. We just absolutely have to. So, like, even if he gets hypothermia, frostbite is the biggest concern. And with that possibility in mind, I would like to prepare a triage cot in case worst comes to worst. So I suppose the question then becomes, where on Earth should we put a triage cot? I'd like it to be somewhere with better decor. Can I actually put it in here and this remains the rec room? Let's slow things down just in case. Recreation room. Recreational building and decor item, no industrial machinery. Is the triage cot considered industrial machinery? I do not see it listed anywhere, so I think we will go ahead and go with that. Just in case. Just in case. Triage cot, of course, for any players new to the game, it's a bed duplicants will go to if they get injured, like they've actually lost health, and they recover health faster there. And if a doctor works with them while they're there, they'll recover health even faster. And fortunately, we have a doctor, so that is good news. Travaldo working at the aluminum. Go, Travaldo. Go, Travaldo. Go, go, Travaldo. Conductive wire. Do we have enough to run it yet? Ding! So... Yes. Forgot that we're going to have to run a power wire all the way down here. And then we're also going to have to run at least 1 power wire over here. What is the potential for this circuit? Over 1,000. Just the fact that it's not getting up there yet. Yeah, it's very typical for me in my playthroughs. When I get into the mid-game and I'm establishing a stronger power grid, this is kind of your beginning power grid. It's all under 1,000 watts, and so you keep it all together. But eventually you start needing to divide it up. Like I would probably break it right around here, and I would run 1 transformer to the wires on this side and another transformer to the wires on this side in order to reduce the power consumption so you're not going above 1,000 watts all the time. So we will need some additional aluminum to make our conductive wires to the transformers. But until we're actually getting above a total 2,000 watt base draw, we can avoid using the heavy watt wire, but eventually it will become inevitable. But if we just put off the moment when it comes that way, we could fill this space at the top of the power room with like portraits and stuff if we have our reed fiber by then. Or we could even do... I love the big marble statues. Where are they? Right here, these things. So that requires the level 3 research. But these marble blocks, those you can make them out of granite, and they provide like some of the highest positive decor. I think it's like plus 20, 25. Make them out of granite, they even get a little extra. And then without level 3 research, we can still get even these. Well, for this you need refined metal, so I often use large sculpting block and sculpting block. We don't have an artist now, though. That's kind of bad. Drywall prevents gas and liquid loss in space. They did update some of their icons. I like that. Clothing Refashionator. This is from not the Hot Shots, but the update before, and I'm interested in using that. Haven't really teched up to in any of my games to the point of using that yet. Yeah, we are not even using equipment yet, and that's going to be significant because, of course, we're playing on hardest difficulty, so sorry, I stopped to think about whether I should put an airflow tile here. Oh, you know what? I do have to put an airflow tile there. Yep. Otherwise, the water is going to run down. We will go ahead and put that there. And you know what? Things would be a little better if this were a tile as well. And you know what? Things would be a little bit better if this were a tile as well. And if these tiles weren't here. Because that way I can run the power wire directly across, save a little bit of aluminum. Metals are very precious resources, so you want to be efficient with them if you can. Alright, pumps are installed. This can be deconstructed. Nighttime of cycle 66, and all is so far well. But oxygen not included is like the ocean. It can be serene one moment and tumultuous the next. So never let your guard down. Let's speed up because I'm being impatient. Oh, look, Ellie's stress is getting down to 48. Very good, Ellie. Keep it up, girl. Once we actually get our skill scrubber, we can do away with your big morale penalties. In the future, though, we are going to have to figure out, is Ellie going to have to be the farmer and the rancher, or can we somehow get another duplicate to help with that stuff? We could also really use a cook. Oh, let's not go and fast forward. Steve is your Leahy-hooing again. Machinery, construction, strength. Not bad. He's not grown due to pressure? Alright, I'll take your word for it. Man, Steve's going to have to make a lot of trips because it's just carbon dioxide in here. No oxygen for breathing until he gets over here. Gosh, come on, guys. Okay, but Ashkin, you know, it would be great if you prioritized the oxyferns that are currently wilted because they don't have water. That would be great. LA, why? I would like her to work these before she harvests, but what can I do? Gosh, the cooking is not going so great right now. Almost done refining aluminum, though, and once Travaldo gets done with that, he will be able to dedicate more time to cooking. But you know what? He'll dedicate more time to cooking if I just turn that down to priority 6. Because I believe his cooking is most important, as is operating. So with these level 7 priorities, that'll supersede level 6. Yep, when we go there, he's on cook first. Okay. So, with that being established, is Steve still building something here? No. We need to put a hydrogen generator right there. Now, oh, he can't reach that. We need a ladder tile. That will be sufficient. Gas pipe is run. Okay. So he just needs to build this generator and this tile. And then... oh, and you know what? This door can be open. Because there's nothing we have to contain in there. It is only to set the room's boundaries so we get the room bonuses. In fact, since I'm not going to build the power control station for a while, haven't even researched it yet. Oh, no, here it is, power control station. Yeah, anyone who has, nope, that's not what I wanted. Anyone who has the electrical engineering skill, level 2 mechanical skill, is able to use that to create microchips that they then add into the power plants, which increases their output by 50%, power output by 50% for I think it's like 3 days or something. Pretty nice. Does really help save your fuel because the use of that fuel becomes much more efficient. Let's watch Steve build. Yeah, super quick build with his yodel construction powers. Now he's going to build this hydrogen machine, and after he does that, we then need to have him continue digging down here. So we need a ladder piece here, and here, and here, and not to mention here. And then, of course, we will also need to order him to dig these tiles. And, of course, before we break the seal, we're going to have to add water to the liquid lock and the failsafe door. Okay. So once Steve digs down to... right about... here. That's when we're going to build the liquid lock. Oh, cool. I just spotted the bee go and grab some uranium, though he grabbed it out of the neutronium pretty much. Unless I wonder if they actually, maybe he actually took it out of this tile. Maybe it had more than 74.5 kilograms there before. Yeah, I have never gotten to a late game where I'm trying to like use the beta hives to naturally enrich uranium. But yeah, that's interesting. There is a building you can make in order to enrich uranium, but that's late game. And I have started games, but then they weren't challenging enough for my enjoyment, so then I went and started over on higher difficulties, if you can believe that. So that is... Oh, wait. No, you know why? Shucks, I shouldn't have opened this because... Should set it to auto because we don't want our shine bugs to escape. Now, the two that are in here are babies, so their adults actually laid eggs down here and then died of old age, and now the babies have come into existence. Oh, hey, you know what I just realized? I was thinking of putting a switch here so I could close this door, but this actually counts as a miscellaneous room, and I don't know if we have it, but there is a critter sensor that we eventually research. Critter sensor, right here, animal control. And if we build one of those in there, I could program it so that it will close that door when it detects a shine bug in the room. However, look, there's also a pip in here. So if the pip were to walk in here, then the pip would get trapped in there. So not exactly a foolproof system. So happy with how our shine bugs cleaned up the hungers. And in fact, I could be tempted to say, build a door and a tile in here, and then open up this tile so the shine bugs would actually get around in here and completely clean out all of the rest of that. That would be awesome. I think when Steve has not so much urgent work to do, we might task him on doing that. And they're eating again. Nothing exciting to see, so let's go ahead and speed up the clock. More lice loaf? No, they just ate it all. Are we all out of aluminum again already? No. Okay, I just didn't have it in the list. Could have sworn I did. Oh well. 330 kilograms. Yeah, I think that's going to do quite nicely. All we need to do is run some wire off to reach the transformers. I think we will dig a little 2 slot out under this floor, and that's where we'll stick some transformers. Okay. Oh, shoot. Steve now, well, I need to give him his level 2 skill, but he's going to have to go back to the printing pod for that. No more yodeling. I'll let him finish up what he can do down here, though. Then send him back, because then he's going to have to be able to dig these. There he goes. Okay, why don't we go ahead and give him his skill now. Travaldo skill. Nope, not Travaldo. Sorry, Steve. What am I thinking? Super hard digging. And of course, we gotta give him his even cooler orange hat. Now, need to set this. I don't think we want to have it at 0. Why don't we have it at 20? Go, Steve, go! Wear that gorgeous orange cap. Alright, Ashkin picked up some polluted dirt, but then he washed off the germs. Very good, Ashkin. Yes, Ellie! Serve the oxyferns! We must have oxygen! Yeah, it's very good that we don't get a 5th duplicate because we just would not have sufficient oxygen production. I'm very pleased with how much oxygen saturation we have over here, even though this area right here is blocked. Really love that. That is excellent. Also like our thermal wall holding off the warmth from over here from our farm. Oh my gosh, poor Steve. You know what he could really use more than anything? Is an oxygen mask. Not gonna be so easy to make though. Because... Oh, really not gonna be easy to make. You know why? Now where is the checkpoint that I put down in order to make them put on an oxygen mask? Jet suit, oxygen mask, checkpoint. Dang it! I have to research that. Fine, do it, Gibaldo. Go. I give you leave. I mean, so long as we have meal lice, they won't starve, even though it's not so happy for them to be eating lowly meal lice. Oh, wait a minute. I just had a wickedly wonderful idea. Though it's not so easy. You know, if you have unwanted gases, you could take a gas axe, or you can vent them into space. We have a gas pump in here. It would be nice to pump out all of this carbon dioxide so the oxygen sinks lower. However, that would mean having to extend this gas line like all the way up to the surface. Or we could extend it over to the oxyferns, but then again the question is that worth the trouble? We would be sending chlorine over there as well. Because, I mean, it's just going to take Ashkin so long to do this, having to run back that far. See how far he has to go. I mean, he will get it eventually. It's certainly not efficient. You know, one thing I don't get about uranium ore is that it emits radiation while it's a solid block, but I'm pretty sure that once you dig it out, the debris of uranium does not emit radiation. I think I once wanted to use some, thinking it emitted radiation, to sanitize something, and of course it didn't work. Oh, you know what else I should probably do? Just to make sure the betas don't come out, is I should probably install, like... Oh, shoot, Steve, hold on. I actually changed my mind. Don't do that yet. But you actually can do this. Sorry, I'm being fickle. Yeah, to make sure the betas can't get out, let's go ahead and put a pneumatic door here. The gas will pass through it, but the betas will not. Then we dig out these two tiles, build a ladder down, keep digging. Yas, that was quick. Nice and easy. See, the problem is you have to fill this oxygen mask dock. You have to have a gas pipe leading to it that pumps oxygen to it. So you would have to build a gas pump in an oxygenated area, then you would have to run the gas line to it, then you would have to power the gas pump, so it's a whole thing. Yes, Steve, please do not somehow get trapped with no ladder. Please and thank you. I mean, Steve will get there over time. It's just going to be quite some time. I don't know. Would it be better to spend time getting him a gas mask or just letting him do it through the old-fashioned grit and difficulty? The things I put my duplicants through. Just so I can have an enjoyably challenging gameplay experience. I don't deserve them. Not much carbon dioxide here, so not transferring too much heat at the moment. That will change once the hydrogen makes its way up. Hydrogen actually conducts heat better than any of the other gases. Of course, you know, if you had a lot of oxygen on a tile versus a few milligrams of hydrogen on a tile, the greater amount of oxygen might conduct heat better. But as far as the same mass of gas on a tile, hydrogen has the greatest conductivity. Got to eat lettuce. That's nice. Well, you know what? Our power grid honestly isn't going to really do anything until we get to the transformer. So why don't we go ahead and have Steve start working on that. We will just dig out this area, and then we will figure out what the best place to put a transformer is, and that is right here. Because we can then run a conductive wire directly down, only use another 50 aluminum, and then this is as close to the rest of our base as possible. Oh, shucks. Would be nice to kind of connect it this way. I might just dig up that tree. Two, three, four. That's good. I think what I will do instead is I will fill this in, even though that's going to cause us to lose a branch. I mostly want that tree for the decor. But then we'll run that wire down here. I think you guys see my logic. And again, putting the wires behind the tiles like this, it is simply to prevent them from lowering decor. And now I can do this. Definitely more of a straight shot here, but then anyone who runs through there will get the more decor debuff. So we'll run it through there. And I think we'll step up to the second speed level. Because, again, it's simply a lot of work that Steve needs to accomplish. Oh, but then you know what else we're going to need? We are going to need a second transformer in order to power the hydrogen gas pump. However, I just thought of something. we have to jumpstart this power system. See, the power line leading to the gas pump is coming from our main power system. Can I call it like our main power spine, you know, like the backbone of our power provision? So it's going to come from our power backbone, but right now it's dead because it doesn't have hydrogen. To have hydrogen, the pump must run. For the pump to run, there must be power. For there to be power, there must be hydrogen. So what we're going to have to do is just over here, and I'm not even going to do it out of the refined wire. We're just going to use a regular wire to put a little treadmill right over here. That's going to generate a little bit of power, just enough to get that pump started pumping. And then once the cycle is going, then we'll just remove the treadmill and the wire. Jumpstart, ta-da! Bootstrap, I think they call it also. Oh, you know what I just remembered? In order for Steve to be able to build this tile, he has to dig that out. Shoot, I'm making him run around doing nothing. That's okay, so long as he's doing any of those things, that's good use of his time. Okay, so now that all of that is built, it is time to create our liquid lock. So we're gonna go here. We say water should be dropped there. Turn it up to priority 9, and here's the key. This button right here, enable auto bottle. What that means is they should bottle water here at the pitcher pump and then dump it out here. And basically we need only one delivery. Show me your errands, Ashkin. No, I don't want you to do that first. I want you to do this first. Which means, very briefly, we have to go ding! And Trevaldo is going to be the one to do it, since he was closest. Wait, no! Where are you going? Come on, guys, you're killing me. Fine, I'll do it again until someone actually does it this time. Who's got it? Steve. Steve's got it. Okay. Oh, but Steve's starving, isn't he? It's okay, he'll make it. He's got 900 calories. And once that is done, we do not need this anymore. That's it. We don't even need this down here. Just that right there. That's all we needed. So, now we list deconstruct. Disable auto bottle. That 8 kilograms on that tile, that's all we needed. We don't even need water here or here. And in fact, it's going to run off of here down here. Okay, so we can deconstruct that, and then yep, see, just like I said. And then what we're going to do, you only need this to go down here so that your duplicates can pass through the area. But this is what seals it. That 33.6 grams of water. That is what makes the liquid lock. But we will add a fail-safe door anyways. Well, actually, I'd like it to be an airlock. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make an airlock. Going to put it right there. Going to have to deconstruct that first, though. It's nighttime. They're eating again. Fast forward. My goodness, guys, it's cycle 69 already, and we still haven't even gone to the flipped asteroid. Wasn't there another oxy? Oh, I think I did get the oxyfruit seed that was down here, and that's our 15th plant. We need 16 plants. Ugh. We have decent food production, except the cooking is not happening quite as I would like it to. gonna put an airlock. Oh, I still haven't researched it. Doggone it! I would like to build it now, because it will not be so good if I build it later. Go ahead, Travaldo. Start researching it, please. Now, I know that its power is going to need to be right there. So what we can do is we can start running this wire. And then we will also drop it down right here. And then we're also going to build a tile right here and here. Because I know that's how I'm going to want to seal in the airlock. Good, 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 good. Happy, 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 happy. We'll do a little bit of fast forward in order to keep moving. I mean, this entire power hydrogen endeavor, it has been a project. It truly has. You know, I didn't really realize that we really have had to have all the pieces in place in order for there to be improvement. And so, unfortunately, that means we have to build absolutely everything. We had to get the rock crusher, the aluminum, the battery, the hydrogen, the transformers, the wiring, the pump, the pipe, the whole 9 yards. And we need to continue running this wire. I really hate running this wire. Actually, we're not going to build all of that yet. We're going to let Ashkin continue working before we build all that. Because I don't like having all of the wire along his travel path, because that increases the low decor that he has to be exposed to. I am confident in the hydrogen not being able to jump this corner here, but better fail-safe than sorry. Go, go, Travaldo, research the airlock. We want to lock the air in place. That's coming out on my new EP. Am I remembering that correctly? EP, when you make a little album, mini album. Shows how much I know about the music industry. How's our decor doing? Ashkin has done a great job cleaning up the debris over here. Very pleased with you, Ashkin. Good work. What? Why is that water disappearing? No. No. No, 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 no. By pushing the water over, it should get pushed over there, eventually, hopefully. Hurry! Don't let it emit chlorine into our beautiful base! Oh, shoot, they're bottling it! No, 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 no! Disable building, disable building. That's what's happening. I feel stupid. Keep the water there! Darn it! Keep it there! Darn it, where are you going, water? Why is chlorine moving there? Ugh! Doggone it, come on. Stay there. I need you to. Shoot, it is still emitting chlorine. Ugh. I don't care if I have to build tiles all the way across here. Shoot! Come on, guys. Get your sleepies in. Mother! I paused. What the F? Well, look, finally we got some water on there. Seriously, what the F? Why? And somehow we pushed 12 kilograms of carbon dioxide onto this tile. Ain't that fun? Holy cow, there was some really weird mechanics going on there. Yeah, we know it was emitting chlorine because it was like 724 kilograms of bleach stone, so the solid mass was lost when it sublimated into chlorine. Yeah, I don't know why the water was jumping off of that tile. It should not have been. That is very annoying. And so now I've got a bunch of chlorine down there. Irritating! But not the end of the world. Alright, where does that leave us? Where are we? How are we doing? Steve? Hey, not the right priority. That's probably why he's not working it. Now we can speed up once more. Hurry, Travoldo. Research! Man, he even has to go all the way over there to get water for the supercomputer. That's not efficient. Why does he path one way and then come back the other way? I don't know. I don't ask such questions. I mean, I do, but I don't expect an actual answer. Okay. Good. Liquid lock intact. Area staged for airlock. Alright, as soon as Travoldo finishes that little bit right there, we're going to have the airlock pretty much just in time. Dang it, water! I mean, I gotta ask, guys. We have, like, all of this aluminum around for aluminum wiring. Why do they have to make the circuits in this thing out of water? Why? Just doesn't make sense. Unless, like, you see the little tubes here that the water flows through. Can you think of any reason water would be flowing through those tubes except to conduct electricity? Let me know in the comments if you have a lore idea. Oh, hooray, there it is. If you have a lore idea as to why. Oh, but you know what? Okay, I think we are going to build the wire now. I don't want to let the hydrogen loose until the airlock is in place, but the airlock will need some power to function. Now, I told you guys that normally I recommend not running electrical wires up ladders. This is one exception I'm making. Ah, shucks. I didn't mean it! Because it would be so hard to run them through some other vertical path and going to take so much extra work, we are just going to do this. But we're going to hide two of them. And then we are about ready for our jump start. Okay, so little hint here. I found that if you, like, drag one wire over the other, see how it now wants to build a normal wire here. But we don't want them to build a new normal wire there because it would replace the refined wire. So instead, you just build to the next cell beside the one that you connect. Once it is built, then you grab your wiring tool, then you grab from one to the other, and they'll connect, but then you just cancel the build, and they'll still be connected, and they won't replace the refined wire with a normal one. So, just a little trick of the game. What else did we get? Insulated pipes, high pressure, canister inserter. Canister inserter is part of a mod, maybe also canister filler, but part of a mod that allows you to put canisters of gas in, and then the canister inserter puts them into the pipe that's connected to it. Atmo sensor, fun stuff. We need here our manual generator. Oh, it's nighttime again. Cycle 71. Go, go, doop, doops, we got to advance. Go, go, doop, doops. Something about France. Tell me again what that aquatic diet is about. Radiation resistant. Gotcha. That's fun. Alright, so now that we're not doing research, we're not doing rock crusher, Travoldo's gonna cook, right? We're gonna get back to Liceloaf? Please and thank you. Yeah, because we are going through our water reserves very quickly, once we establish power, the next thing I want to establish is probably over here somewhere, set up a desalinizer and start converting salt water into fresh water. And hey, well, actually, we do have a lot of salt, so if we wanted to have someone spend time turning salt to table salt, you smash up the salt, you get, from 100 kilograms of salt, you get 100 kilograms of sand and 5 grams of table salt, so you violate the laws of physics. But basically with table salt, the 5 grams then provides 5 servings of table salt, which they then put into their mess tables, and basically they salt their food and it gives them 1 extra morale, which is nice, but a little bit labor intensive. Yeah, the rock crusher does some things for which there is no other building that automates the same. Like, it would be great if you had an electrical powered rock crusher, but that just does not exist in the game. Hey, mod idea, isn't that fun? Okay, so now that this wire, so look, what we do here, we grab our wiring tool again, we connect them, now they're connected, but now we just cancel that. So now you can see it's still the refined wire, but now it's connected here. Okay, so now this guy has an errand. Yes, Travoldo. Run on his circular plane. Well, a plane is not circular, so guess I can't say that. Okay, now can we build this airlock here? No, it needs refined aluminum. Fine, let's do that first. All right, Steve, that means I want you back on operating. And I want this back on priority 9. Are you going to do that? Thank you. Yep, completely forgot it required refined aluminum. I thought it took regular. And in fact, once we have our airlock in place, then we could actually mop up that water, and then any duplicants who go down there would not have to get the wet feet debuff. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I was at first thinking that I would just use like a manual airlock to seal off the area, but then I realized, well, if someone has to go down there to fix a problem, that door opens and all of the hydrogen comes spilling out. And because it rises, it's going to go out here, it's going to go up here, it's going to fill all up here in our base. So no, we're not going to deal with that. We are going to do it the certain way, which is to use the airlock. Okay, Steve right now is basically filling up this battery, while Travaldo is working the rock crusher. And draining this battery. So, oh, hey. You know what Stretch just realized? Because I connected this rock crusher is actually getting fed by this treadmill right here. Manual generator. I always forget the game name. Yeah, that, I guess that's not so bad. I mean, he's basically supplying the rock crusher, and he's also putting power that can be used for the airlock, so I suppose that's okay for the moment. We will continue as is. But yeah, I think around cycle 100 is when the mutating virus will start showing up, and that is not going to be very happy. That is going to be very sad. Like very sad things in Mother Russia. Like revolution and mass starvation. And the deaths of millions of innocent people. Gosh, this just took a dark turn. Wow, I didn't know where that persona was going. You know, I just realized, but where was I looking? Here, Floodlin, which is our current asteroid, says it has a frozen friend. This is the geode it was describing. It has diamond in there. But we've exposed most of the map, and I do not see a frozen friend. Do you guys see a frozen friend anywhere? If you do, please let me know in the comments. Maybe it is hidden down in a corner or something. Waterweed, I think the only place it could be hidden from us is like over here in this corner. But hey, it's possible. Oh, you know another thing I wanted to look at? Okay, we go to the star map, we click on Floodlin. Okay, and it tells us what kind of geysers we have. We have a cool slush geyser, a water geyser, and a saltwater geyser. Wait, it has no carbon dioxide geyser? I have always known this asteroid to have carbon dioxide geysers. You're telling me there's not a single carbon dioxide geyser. They've instead given us these geysers? Honestly, I think I am okay with that. This gives us ample water sources. And having both saltwater geysers and cool slush geysers, I like that because the cool slush geyser is quite cold. So you can use it to kind of cancel out the heat that comes from the saltwater geyser and water geyser. Water geyser is actually very hot. I think it's like scalding hot. So got to be very careful with that. Oh, and while we're at it, we might as well take a look at the Aroni. We have the liquid sulfur geyser, which always exists. Carbon dioxide vent puts out carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide geyser puts out super cold carbon dioxide, and hot polluted oxygen vent, which puts out very hot oxygen that is polluted and contains slime lung germs. So extremely dangerous. We are not going to allow that to become active for any reason. And unfortunately, I've missed what's been going on. What's going on, guys? What'd I miss? We're running down the battery. Do we have enough now for our airlock? Yay! Put her there! Yeah, so this way, even without the liquid lock, hydrogen would come right up here alongside this door, but it'll never pass to the other side, because as duplicants go through, like they walk inside, the door seals behind them, they hold their breath, the fan swishes around and removes all gas that came into that chamber with them, and it always ejects it on the side they entered. So that way it always puts the gas back to whatever side it's supposed to be on. The perfect airlock. Yeah, when I first started playing, well, gosh, it was even before Spaced Out. Yeah, I was like, why don't they have a proper airlock in this game? I came to the point of needing to know how to get into the vacuum of space without all of my oxygen escaping. Because if you use just a regular mechanized airlock, like some escapes while it's opening and the duplicant is walking through. And I was like, these are like futuristic space age duplicant people who have airtight doors and gas pumps and all that jazz. So why can't they have a properly functioning airlock? So that's why I'm very happy to use the airlock door mod. Helps increase the realistic immersion of my unrealistic, futuristic sci-fi fantasy game in which they bend the space-time continuum in order to extract time from it, or extract energy from it. All right, I think we're on track. Ah, come on. Wait, that's due to gas. What? Shucks. I think we need some more carbon dioxide down here, so we're going to go ahead and enable that. The chlorine should settle on top of the carbon dioxide. Yeah, that's oxygen problems. Yep, they've just been using up so much carbon dioxide. We need some more. A lot down here. So we know that gases can pass through this platform of the pitcher pump. I'm not completely sure about liquids, though. For liquids, I'm not sure if it functions as a ladder and they go through, or if it functions as a tile, and they don't. So, little interesting circuit trivia. This wood burner is active, so he's putting power into this wire, so he will fill this battery here. However, the power only goes one way through the transformer. It does not go backward through the transformer and into this battery because the power only flows in the direction of these arrows. Now, fun fact, if I were to deconstruct this transformer and turn it around or rewire it so that this wire were going into the inside and this wire were the outside, we actually could connect that generator to this battery right here and use it to power. So just always pay attention to the one-way function of power in your transformers. But it's good that his energy is going to keep this battery topped off, and that's going to allow Travolta to cook. Is he cooking? Yes, you should be cooking. Yay! Steve is building the airlock, and once he does, it will be powered. And then we will be able to dig for the precious, precious, priceless hydrogen. And we will see how bad the cold is. Unfortunately, when this hydrogen hits him, I think he's gonna get super chilled. Super chilled. Enable auto harvest. Does that mean I can pull enriched uranium out of it? That would be cool. Okay, I think these plants are starting to recover as more carbon dioxide is produced. It's going to take time, though, so we'll leave them going for a while. Still have 10 curative tablets. Good, good. Travolta. You don't have to be working that one, though, bud. Okay, now, what the heck? Why is this? I don't know why that shadow is there. That's not supposed to be there. And I thought it was going to push the debris out. Oh, well. Not important. And you can see that power meter that's increasing in the animation. So if you click on this, you can see it contains charge available. It basically has a battery of its own, and it stores up to 10 kilojoules of power. So even during a power out, it can continue functioning, and it basically always wants to top that off. Alrighty, exciting, friends. Oh, we are almost there to the point of having hydrogen power. I'm so excited that I just can't hide it. Ta, 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 ta. I'm about to hydrogen and I think I like it. Okay. Steve, you may now continue digging. And then what we're gonna do... Oh. I just had a good idea. Know what we're gonna do? Before Steve opens the entire area, we're actually gonna have him dig over here. And he'll actually dig this area out so that these 2 tiles worth of hydrogen can get over and escape. And then if it's not too cold, we'll try to build ladders down to see if we can get down to where we can grab the plant meat. It has not dropped yet, which concerns me. I would really like it to drop. All right, we missed Steve going into the airlock, so we'll watch him coming out now. Unfortunately, he's going to lose even more breath during this process because it takes a couple seconds. See? Sucks all the gas out, and there he goes! Woo! Unfortunately, right now, it's just like putting that carbon dioxide in both directions. And unfortunately, you cannot open the airlock like you can open other doors. That would be a good feature to add, but currently not available. Yeah, in fact, once we dig out this tile, the hydrogen will then be able to flow through. So it will be able to get up to our gas pump. And in the meantime, we can see if Steve's able to handle the cold or not. And if not, we'll just make other plans. I'd like everything to be 2 tiles wide, just so everything flows faster, but it's not necessary. Yeah, look, he is currently already chilly. And I have no warm sweater to give him. Yep, he's going to be dealing with some stress because he is cold, he is running out of air, and he has soggy feet. Would also be nice if I could put a carbon skimmer down here in order to get rid of all this carbon dioxide, but that requires quite a bit of piping, and I currently don't have the infrastructure for that. And I don't want to spend water on it either. You have to pump clean water into it, and polluted water comes out. I guess somehow it's able to grab the carbon dioxide from the air and stick it in the water, and yet it's polluted water instead of carbonated water. And yeah, there's actually a furniture item we can get later, the soda fountain, where you pump carbon dioxide into it, and it actually... No, sorry, Steve, I should have told you to cut this. Actually, no, first, use the diagonal build trick and build that. But the soda fountain, yeah, you actually pump through a gas pipe, you pump carbon dioxide into it, and you also have water. I think you could pump water into it. I don't think they have to deliver it manually. And it creates carbonated water with which to make soda. So I was like, okay, what's this carbon skimmer doing that doesn't make nice, lovely carbonated water? Instead, it makes us some awful polluted water. Fortunately, that polluted water does not contain he just got frostbite. There we go. We knew it could happen. Let the hydrogen flow! Oh, and unfortunately... oh, but it's now nighttime. He's gotta go. Darn it. Yeah, we gotta let him go. So when they are recovering breath, I believe they inhale more oxygen per second than normal. Excuse me. All right, the oxygen has begun to flow. It is having a cooling effect, but it's not super duper absurd cold. 98 degrees is plenty warm. We can spare some of that heat, so that's fine to let it warm up this area down here. There's just so much there's so much cold mass down here. We're definitely not going to be able to warm up the entire thing, especially down here. So if anything, we should be concerned with this area getting too cool, especially since hydrogen is an excellent thermal conductor as far as the gases are concerned, so it's going to kind of create a cold highway up here. But that is okay. Maybe we will was going to say maybe we would build our desalinizer down here so its heat would kind of mix with the cold and they'd kind of cancel each other out. That might require some additional piping, but we could probably make it work. Only up to 360 watts on this wire. That's great. I like that. Now, we do not yet have the desalinizer researched, do we? We're gonna need that. Desalinator, not desalinizer. Liquid-based refinement process. Oh, really? Well, then why does this machine, the ore scrubber, use only chlorine gas and solids? Huh? Huh? I mean, unless they changed it. I haven't used it recently. Yeah, we are going to want to research this tree here because we're going to need our electrolyzer and we're going to need our desalinator. Good to know. Now, you know what? Even though, you know, I was going to say leave this manual generator on. However, because this is regular wire, it could short out if more than 1,000 watts pass on this wire. So we should at least disconnect that. And guess what I have to help with that? Disconnect utility networks. This is a mod. Select power wires, and what you do is you can look here, you drag across the two, and it creates a cut errand. And you can determine in the settings of the mod if it instantly cuts it or there has to be an errand, and I think it's only fair that the duplicates should have to come and separate it manually. Used to play where it would just instantly occur, but this is murder difficulty, so we're gonna make the duplicates come do it. But basically, they'll separate these two wires without disconnecting either of them. And so that way we can leave this wire in place, and, well, but if it's gonna short out, you know what, let's cancel that. We're just gonna deconstruct it, and then if necessary, we will... How much aluminum do we have? Not enough. We would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. 25 each. That's 100. Why don't we go ahead and order up? I mean, it's just better to have the failsafe of jump starting that available. So why don't we go ahead and do it? All right. How's our hydrogen doing? Is it flowing? Is it flowing good? Yeah, check that out. What did I say? Liquid lock. Hydrogen cannot go up. Carbon dioxide cannot go down. Booyah. Okay, we're up to 5 kg right here. Going up to 4 kg. Awesome. We are ready, friends. We are ready. And even all of the carbon dioxide and chlorine that was up there, boom, it's all the way down here now. Okay, now, if Steve goes down... I did not know the betas sleep. I thought they did not sleep. Learning something new every day, playing Oni. We don't want to dig that up. If we did there, we could do it there. Let's see if they can build this without getting frostbite. Probably not, all honesty, but let's see if they can do it. Unbreathable gas. Hydrogen! Yes, let's go! Flow, hydrogen, flow. What the heck? What do you mean you don't have enough power? How did they use all that power? Because Steve went and started smashing on that thing. Yeah, in all honesty, I don't think we're going to be able to deal with this until we can get some Atmo suits. Why are you sleeping? Interesting. And you know what? I really do not want to risk an incapacitation, so we are going to leave well enough alone. But as the hydrogen reaches the generators, it will stimulate power. Oh, and you know what I just did? I just deconnected this. Power! Each one of these puppies puts out 800 watts. That is twice the amount of a manual generator. So it's like we have 4 manual generators here. 1,600 watts. Of course, it needs a steady flow of hydrogen. Hydrogen, 100 grams per second. Gas output, 500 grams per second. Perfect! So, I just realized that one gas pump is able to pump enough for 2.5 hydrogen pumps. Here comes some more. Oh, look, and it's more this time. All right, we're getting a better boost. All right, but now we should have enough aluminum in order to wire this. So let's do it. Yes, the power floweth. Flow, power, flow. And I am actually going to have Travado start working on that. And when he's done working on that... Nope, wait, I did that wrong. This, shift, not control. It is a mod that allows you to queue up different researches. I love it. I hate not being able to queue stuff. Filtration. Do we want filtration? It's quick. Fine, we'll allow that as well. I got the power! Rock on. Oh my gosh, it is already full. And look, check out that awesome, awesome automation. Woo! Turning off the hydrogen generators when the battery is full. Friends, congratulations. Cycle 74, read it out. We got onto an automated power production system. Booyah! Oh, you know what? Every time this guy gets below 50, this manual generator is going to create an errand. So we're just going to put that down to 0. That should be fine. He'll get down to 20. I'm actually going to put him down to 10. There we go. Whenever power is in a battery, a little bit of it does trickle off over time. But the smartest battery is the most efficient. So like, excuse me, in the battery here, there's a power leak of 1,000 joules per cycle. Jumbo battery, it's 2,000 joules per cycle. In the smart battery, only 400 joules per cycle. So the smart battery is definitely the most efficient. But let me think, that's per cycle. It's probably always losing at a steady rate. Basically, the less energy it has in it probably does not reduce the rate at which it leaks energy. Guys, I am just so happy. I mean, let's just... Oh, it's so beautiful. A pipe full of hydrogen. Oh, that sounds weird to say, but I'm going to go with it because you know what I mean. Oh, guys, it's just so beautiful. How much hydrogen down here? How much? Oh my gosh, we still got like 14 kg. It's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Actually, guys, I would really like to know if we can get a ladder down there. Let's go ahead and live dangerously. Or make Steve live dangerously. We need 2 steps. I don't want him to spend time digging that up, so we're going to leave it. However, Hungerms are down there, right? Hungerms? Where's my Hungerm? There we go. Hungerm overlay. See, I would not like them to go down there. I would like them... This is 2 tiles high, right? They might be able... Chlorine, hydrogen, Hungerms. 0 germs there. Okay. I think I do have to build 2 segments. Darn it! I'm hoping that if they stand on this bottom ladder segment here, they will be able to harvest the plant meat and pick it up, because that's only 2 more tiles down, and I believe that's their maximum reach. So, where is Steve? Steve, what you doing, bud? And we gotta wait. All right. Assign triage cot at 70. Should we do 70? Let's do... We're gonna do it on 9. Actually, 8. Okay, we'll say 70. If he gets hurt down to 70% health, he will then immediately try to evacuate and go to the triage cot to heal. You are... Oh, he's still not healthy. Doggone it. Alright, we're going to turn that up to 100. And assign it to Steve. And he's actually going to sleep there. Okay, even though he's grimacing, he actually is getting what's called triage cot rest, in which he gets... Wait, triage cot rest. Health, stress, breath. I thought he got a sleeping. Like, I thought his stamina increased while sleeping. Oh, look, he's up to 3,400 calories. They've been eating well. That makes me happy. All right, he's going to get up to 100% health. And then he should stop. There we go. Then he stopped using it. Okay, so now we set it back to 70. Now, Steve, why are you not... Are you not able to reach this? Did I not do this right? Awaiting granite. Steve, current errand. All right, I don't know what was going on there. Here he comes. Here he comes. Let's see this. Because, man, if we could also get the plant meat, though, are we going to have to worry about hungerms? Guys, am I just asking for trouble here? No, I want to see. Show me the Saturn critter trap. Please. Hungerms. Burst 100,000. Contents. Plant meat 12,000 calories. See, I don't know if the meat is going to get infected with the hungerms. Okay, how bad is it, Steve? Only a loss of 2. Now a loss of 10. Get out, Steve. Get out. Run for your life. $77. How'd he do? Light wounds. Down to 77. Okay, so... Wait, where's he going? Are you going to heal already? No, he actually went to get... Oh, he went to get oxygen. However... Honestly, though, guys, I think I'm just asking for trouble doing this. We're gonna leave well enough alone. I'm just asking for trouble with hungerms and frostbite and all that. We're doing good for now. We got the power. We got what we needed. So, for now, we're not going to worry about it. Perhaps in the future, we will go ahead and try and get down there. And if we get an Atmo suit, if we can, like, stick an Atmo suit in here, that will give Steve the protection he needs from germs and cold and stuff. So that would make it definitely feasible. But for now, let's just leave well enough alone. We're going to accept the good that we have, not try to overreach and make something worse with hungerms and frostbite and death and all that. I warned you that duplicants will die, but so far we've been able to avoid it, and it would be fantastic to be able to continue doing so. And oh my goodness, friends, isn't it wonderful that the age of treadmills is past us? We now have a beautiful, beautiful supply of hydrogen power to our hydrogen power generators, which, oh my goodness, is now going to allow us to build an electrolyzer, a desalinator, and allow us to get to the flipped asteroid. I think perhaps the next thing we should look at doing, once Steve is healed, I think I might want to send him through, just because he can dig in case he needs to dig through any granite or anything that would be in the way of the other duplicants. I think we're probably, next thing, going to send him through the teleporter and see what he can get accomplished on the flipped asteroid. But that is going to happen next episode, friends. We accomplished our goal in this episode. We have the power. We have the power! And that is a tremendous success. We are advancing and paving the way to getting out of this asteroid. So I'm going to call it here, friends. Thanks for watching. God bless you. Hope to see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.